Well, hello everybody. My name is Chris Lindsteadt. I'm the External Audit Instructor here at the University of Texas at Dallas. I want to take a few moments today to talk to you about the exciting career of external audit, in case you were interested. A lot of people ask, first of all, what is external audit? Well, to try to put it in layman's terms, external auditing is the certification of a set of SEC prepared financial statements. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, here in the United States of America, if you're a public company, you obviously know that you have to submit financial statements on an annual basis. Well, part of the law says that you also have to have those financial statements audited by a certified public accountant. Now, that brings independence into the process. It brings a person who can verify the information, who's not involved in the preparation of the information, so that people who are relying on those financial statements can have some level of assurance that the financial information they are seeing is real, it's accurate, it's within certain limits, what we call reasonable assurance, and that the results that they are seeing can expect it to be achieved. So when you think about external audit, a lot of students will ask, what's the work like? What is the day in the life of an external auditor? Well, let me give you a little bit of real world here, okay? An external auditor, you're going to spend a lot of your time at the client's location, because guess what? That's where the information is, right? So you'll spend your day there usually. You'll ask a lot of questions, what we call inquiry. You'll meet with all types of people within the organization, from staff level people all the way up to executives. You'll ask them about the processes that occur at the organization. You'll ask them about their accounting system, of course. And then you will spend a lot of your time gathering documentation related to those questions that you have been asking, all right? And then beyond that, a lot of your day will be spent documenting on your own or writing down the things that you have found out throughout the day. So when you think about the career paths in this field of external audit, what typically happens there? Well, most students will enter the field of external audit at what we call the staff level. From there, after 2 to 3 years, it just depends on your performance, you'll move to what we call the senior level, where you'll have more supervisory roles. You'll be reviewing the works of the people that are actually doing the work. From there, you'll move to manager, maybe after 10 years, 7 to 10 years, again, depending on your level of expertise. And if you decide to stay, at this point, you may be put on the path toward partnership, all right? And that can occur anywhere from 12 to 20 years on the job. Now, a lot of students will work in external audit for a number of years, 3 to 5 years, and then will use that as a springboard to move into industry. They'll get exposure with a lot of the different companies that they are auditing, and they will come to find out that they like those companies. And consequently, they'll take their skill set that they've been developing over all these years and go to work for these private companies using that same skill set, okay? What are some of the qualities that you need to have to be successful in this career? Well, first of all, let's talk about certifications. The CPA, the Certified Public Accountant, that is a must. All the big accounting firms are looking for their employees that do this type of work to be a certified public accountant. And actually, in the United States of America, you cannot sign off on these financial statements unless you are a CPA. What are some other designations that could help you? Well, CIA, Certified Internal Auditor, that could be a designation that they would like to see also. Most employers are obviously looking for advanced degree, master's degree people with a master's in accounting, and those are some of the academic and certification qualifications they would be looking for. What type of personal qualifications should you have to be successful in this career? Well, students are always surprised to find out when they ask me this question. I tell them the number one quality that people are looking for in your skill set is your ability to communicate. Now, they are going to assume that you have a prerequisite level of accounting knowledge, audit knowledge, that you've taken upper level classes and a master's degree somewhere. So they know that you have book smarts. But what they're really looking for are people who can communicate successfully, because throughout your career and throughout your day at work, you're going to be talking from people who work in the warehouse all the way up to what we call the C-suite, the executives that are running the company. And if you do not have the ability to communicate effectively with these people, you will not be able to get the information that you need in order to complete an audit. So that's one type of communication skill you need. The other type of communication skill that they are truly looking for is good writing ability. You have to be able to write clearly, because most of the work that you're doing, you're asking questions, you're gathering evidence, and at some point you're going to have to go back and document your own work. And you have to be able to document it clearly so that someone coming behind you can review that work and understand what you've done, all right? What are some of the pros and cons of pursuing a career in external audit? Well, let's start with the cons first. There really aren't a lot of cons. Students are smart. You hear about the big four accounting firms. You know one of the downsides is if you go to work for them, in the beginning, all right, you'll probably be working a lot of hours. But you know what? In my mind, that's okay, because in a short amount of time, you are gaining a vast amount of knowledge. So yes, it is true. The hours are long in the beginning, but it is well worth it. Some of the pros to this career path are you are going to be exposed to all sorts of organizations. You're going to be exposed to all sorts of people. Your knowledge and experience level in accounting and auditing is going to go very, very high. And then if you would like to, you will be able to leverage that knowledge and experience into some other career path if you want to, okay? So that's really the upside to this. Now, obviously, if you'd like to stay at the CPA firm, like I said, partnership is your ultimate goal there, and of course, you can do that. What are some of the courses that you should be taking as a student to be successful in this career? Obviously, all of your accounting classes are important. Think about what it is you would do as an external auditor. What you are really doing is disaggregating or tearing apart transactions that other accountants have put together. So you better have a good accounting skill set. So all of your accounting courses come into play: intermediate, advanced accounting, your tax courses, your audit courses, and so on. Other courses that we offer here at UTD that would be excellent for this career: we offer an audit software course that is outstanding, that allows you to hit the ground running right after you take that course with that software, and employers love to see that. We have a fraud course here at UTD that's excellent, because you'll be surprised to find out that as an external auditor, a lot of what we do is pay attention for the signs and signals that fraud could be going on within the company, okay? So the more that you know about fraud and about the red flags that are out there, the better prepared you will be, all right? Lastly, as a student, what are some of the professional organizations that you might want to think about belonging to? Well, I would recommend that as a student that you join the local chapter of the AICPA. They have student rates, and you can belong to that, and you start getting information about our mother organization, the AICPA, and that really starts to bring you into the process and bring you up to speed with things that are going on within our organization and within our profession, okay? Who are some of the major employers in this area? When you think about external audit, who might you go to work for? Well, of course, most of you have heard of the Big Four: Deloitte, Ernst & Young, KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, these people. Now, that's at the very highest level. And the Big Four do most of the external audit work here in the United States of America for most of the SEC companies. Now, right below that, we have what we call the mid-level firms. Now, these are outstanding firms also. They're just not quite as big as the Big Four. They do a lot of external audit work also for smaller companies. Companies like Grant Thornton, BDO Seidman, Weaver. These are outstanding companies to work for. And I think it will just be based on your personal experience through the interview process of where you feel the most comfortable. So I encourage you to look at the Big Four and to really give those mid-level firms a chance also. You may be surprised and may find out that you like them a lot also. So I hope this information has been helpful to you. Maybe you got just a little taste about what external audit is and about what your career path might be, some of the pitfalls and what you should be doing to prepare to become an external auditor. And as always, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to see any of us in the accounting department. We're always happy to help you. And good luck.